Hey guys, this looks like a fun question and we're going to solve this one using Lambert W function. So first of all, to get rid of the power of 2 on the right side of the equation, we're going to take the power of 1/2 on each side. So e to the x to the power of 1/2 is equal to x squared all to the power of 1/2. From the laws of the exponent, we know when we have a to the power of m to the n, this will be equal to a to the power of m times n. So basically we can multiply each of these two. So on the left side we have e to the power of x times 1/2, or x over 2 is equal to x to the power of 2 times 1/2, which will be 1. So in order to get rid of x on the right side, we're going to multiply each side by 1 over x. So have 1 over x times e to the power of x over 2 is equal to x times 1 over x. So on the right side, we can cancel out the x, which will be equal to 1. So we are trying to take advantage of the Lambert W function, and all we need for that function is to have a box times e to the power of box. And once we apply the Lambert W function to this, we're going to get box as an answer. So we're seeing that we're getting close to it. And here we're going to do the power of minus 1 on each side. So basically we have 1 over x times e to the power of x over 2 all to the power of minus 1 is equal to 1 to the power of minus 1. Right side, we know 1 to the power of any number is going to give us 1. And also we know when we have 8 times b to the power of n, this will be equal to 8 times a to the power of n times b to the power of n. So in here we have 1 over x to the power of minus 1 times e to the power of x over 2 to the power of minus 1 is equal to 1. And we know a to the power of minus 1 is equal to 1 over a. So 1 over x is basically x to the power of minus 1. And this will be to the power of minus 1 again. And here we can use our laws of exponent that we discussed earlier. So we're going to multiply these two. E to the power of minus x over 2 is equal to 1. So same thing in here, we can multiply these two. So x times e to the power of minus x over 2 is equal to 1. So we can see if we just multiply this by minus 1/2, we will get x times minus 1/2 times e to the power of minus x over 2. And on the right side, we have minus 1/2 times. And if we look at this, we'll see that we are seeing the box that we were looking for. That box is basically minus x over 2. So it's the time to do the Lambert W function. And if we do it on the left side, we get minus x over 2 is equal to Lambert W function of minus 1/2. So in order to get the x alone, we're just going to multiply this by minus 2. So we'll have minus 2 times minus x over 2 is equal to minus 2 times Lambert W function of minus 1/2. So this will be canceled out. Basically, we have x is equal to minus 2 times Lambert W function of minus 1/2. So if you look at the Lambert W function, we know that the domain of the Lambert W function is from minus 1 over e to infinity. And what we have in here is minus 0.5, and we know our e is 2.7. So minus 1 over e is definitely greater than minus 0.5. So if that's the case, we are out of the domain for real answers for Lambert W function. As we see, the question is asking for x's that belong to real numbers. So we won't get any answer for this one unless we go to the complex roots, which is not what we are looking for in this one. Hope it was helpful. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and you guys take care. I'll see you in the next one.